Hey everyone, it's Arts Diva, and the holidays are here. For those who celebrate Christmas, a lot of people have classic Christmas specials and films they love to watch, from Charlie Brown's Christmas to Die Hard and everything in between. A lot of us are familiar with these Christmas stories, but not everyone may be familiar with the one I'm drawing from today, and that special is Mannheim Steamroller's Christmas Angel, a story on ice. For those unaware, Mannheim Steamroller is a Nebraska-based neoclassical group responsible for a lot of well-known Christmas music you hear on the radio. I would play some for you to get an idea, but there are no licensable tracks in YouTube Audio Library. But you've definitely heard their music before. Anyway, one of their Christmas albums got turned into an ice skating production, and that was The Christmas Angel, narrated by Steamroller's Chip Davis and our dearly departed Olivia Newton-John. In the story, a village decorates their tree with an angel, but in the night, a creature called the Gargon wreaks havoc on the village and steals her. It's up to the toys and a mother to get the angel back before Christmas arrives. God, this one was my winter jam as a kid. My mom recorded it on VHS when it first aired on TV. This was back in the 90s, if you can't tell. And I enjoyed watching it every time it was put on. Christmas Angel was my introduction to ice skating, and it's probably the reason why figure skating and ice dancing are some of my favorite sports to watch in Winter Olympics. I also think it's highly possible that the presence of the Gargon in this story is one of the reasons why I came to like Krampus in my later years. While the story of the Christmas Angel may not have much meat on its bones, the music is fantastic, and the skating is enchanting to watch. I feel 7 years old again every time I look it up on YouTube. I'll link it down below in case any of you want to check it out. But surprisingly, despite how much I loved the Christmas Angel, I never made any art about it. I don't know why. I guess it was just one of those pieces of media I was so in awe of as a child to the point that I just never acted on it artistically. But have no fear, Adult Diva's about to change that. So initially, this video was just going to be a series of studies from the Christmas Angel. There's a lot about the characters and the visuals that catch my eye and beg to be drawn, and I did do a bunch of studies. Here's a smattering of them for you right here. There were just two problems that came up. One, the quality of the video on YouTube is, well, not great, not terrible. There are a lot of darkly lit scenes that, combined with the TV lines, make it hard to draw characters accurately. I did want to study the toys, and I will at some point later down the line, but they suffer the most from blending in with the darkness of the sets. And two, well, you know me, I like making projects. Nothing wrong with studies, and I definitely need to do more of them, but for Christmas Angel, I just felt like I wanted to do something a little more than that. And then, an idea hit me. One of my favorite scenes in the whole special is between the angel and Gargon, set to the beautiful song Above the Northern Lights. At this point in the story, the angel has been taken by the Gargon and had her wings torn off by other villainous spirits. Despite this, she keeps hope for herself alive, something that doesn't please the Gargon. The way these two characters interact with each other in the scene is very interesting. It's like they're viewing each other with cautious curiosity. The angel seems to sense something hidden in the Gargon's nature. Spoiler alert, he's an angel who fell into darkness. It's like she's trying to bring him back into the light, and he's resisting, yet compelled by her nonetheless. It was in remembering this scene that I finally found my project for this video, to make a brief recreation/interpretation of this moment between the angel and Gargon. Because for a song called Among the Northern Lights, there sure weren't any on set. In a production that already had stunning colors and lighting, it was a little bizarre that the scene was, by comparison, pretty nondescript. I wanted to change that, so let's go through it together. To help us with that, here's a bit of live-action Arts Diva. So this is kind of what I'm going for. The main idea is right here, is just primarily a shot of the angel and Gargon just skating through the skies, and I'm gonna have some Northern Lights and After Effects, we're gonna have some fog, stars, I'm gonna make really long, images and stuff so that we can have a spacious looping sky. But the problem is that I don't want it to be just that, you know? I have a limited amount of time to work on this, but I would like to, I'm thinking maybe superimposing their hands holding just to emphasize the connection that's happening here. And then also some poses from, there's a bit from the show, let me pull it up real quick. Okay, here we go, this is what it looks like. And it's beautiful, right? So I kind of want to have, I don't know that I have time to animate or even like very minimally animate it, but if I could just superimpose like those poses over at some points. Real question is, I don't know, I kind of want to maybe have them like with the Northern Lights coloring as a fill. We'll see about that. I need to play around a little bit more, but yeah. I followed an After Effects tutorial on YouTube to create the Northern Lights from scratch. And while I would say it was a great tutorial, there was just one problem. My purple streaks were upside down. And even after trying some solutions from the comments, I could not get my purple streaks right side up. So I settled with what I had, and you know what? It actually works a bit better, since the lights cover up more space in the composition. Eventually, I was brave enough to tackle the actual animation. While adjusting hair and clothing details made this a real pain to color later, it came out alright in the end. If I had more time, I would have made this cleaner, but for what it is, I'll take it. I have to say, coloring is my least favorite stage of animating, but when you reach the end, the result is so worth it. Next, I created some still poses from the skate choreography, but rather than put them against my pre-existing Northern Lights footage, I decided to get a bit experimental. You see, one of my favorite animated films is Disney's Sleeping Beauty. It's a visual masterpiece with great color schemes. For what I was going for, I looked to the scene when the fairies grant their gifts to Aurora. The spiral galaxy-esque images served as inspiration for spirals of Northern Lights. They were quick to throw together, and I turned them into 3D objects in After Effects. Once I had the spiral color schemes figured out, I knew how to color Angel and Gargon. They got complementary colors to whatever spiral they were set against. I added some basic shading and a touch of lighting to enhance them, but otherwise let the colors speak for themselves. I was a little worried how they would look, but they actually worked so much better than I could have imagined. And I remembered at the last minute to draw a close-up on the hands for more impact and visuals. Because there were no means to license and use Above the Northern Lights on YouTube, I quickly threw together a cover of my own. This is my first time making a cover featuring both my vocals and my piano playing. And after throwing all that together, we have the final video. If you made it this far, thanks for watching. I'm pretty sure this Christmas special is not super well known, so thank you for indulging my nostalgia trip. If on the off chance you have seen this, please say so in the comments, and otherwise let me know what you think of this scene recreation. I had so much fun working on it, and it made my inner child very happy. If you're new and you want to see more of what I make in the future, consider subscribing. I've previously made a Left 4 Dead movie, and next year I plan to work on some original concepts, as well as some funsies based on Baldur's Gate 3. There'll be other things besides those, and I hope to make more videos than I did this year. That's it for 2024. Happy holidays, and I'll see you in the new year. Arts Diva over and out.